I envisioned the type of man I wanted. I prayed for the type of man I wanted, and I got pretty much that. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. But, you know, he has a lot of the qualities. No. He has a lot of the qualities that that I love, and we're having a really good time, and I'm enjoying life. So there is hope, women.
Ooh, child, the savagery and shade of it all. Hey, everybody. Good evening to you all. I wanted to come to you tonight to, I guess, talk a little bit about that 20-second clip that's been hitting the internet really hard, especially for a lot of men. Just to give you a little background, of course, that is Tina Knowles, which she may go by Lawson now, and her husband, Richard Lawson. As everybody knows, Tina Knowles is the mother of Beyonce. And before you beehive stands come up in this section, in this comment section, don't come for me. All right, I am not a stan, and I rebuke you right now. Anyway, Tina was married to Beyonce's dad, Matthew Knowles, for a long time. And Matthew Long Dick, Loose Dick Knowles, and her started their divorce proceedings back in 2009, and she finalized, or it was finalized in 2011. She started to date Richard Lawson in 2013 and married him in 2015. And if a lot of you aren't familiar with Richard Lawson, he actually has a long, extensive acting background. He's been acting for years, for decades, all right? One of the most notable roles he's played is Because I'm an OG, and I used to love like all the soap operas, like All My Children and Guiding Light and One Life to Live. He was actually in All My Children. He played Lucas. Some of you old school folks might actually remember that. All right. He also played in another one of my favorite shows, Sister Sister. He played Victor, and he married Lisa Landry. Some of you might actually remember that too. So he's just not some scrub off the street, some random that she found. He actually has an extensive acting background and his own money. All right. So a lot of people felt that Tina emasculated him in this clip. I guess she was talking about how she prayed for a man and she got a man. He's not exactly everything she wanted. He's not perfect. And of course, you can see his face when he was like, no, I'm not. And she's like, no. All right. She just pretty much looked at him like, no, and kept on talking. And if you could see his face, he is looking like, what the hell? What? Anyway, a lot of men became really, really upset by that clip. I will say also a lot of women became really upset. I saw a lot of different commentary from men, though, who said that she cut his balls off. She was very rude and disrespectful to her man. Why did she say that in public? Why did she call him out like that in public? Now, a lot of this is going off of a 20-second clip. So unless you saw the entire segment of the show, you don't know if she in fact cleaned it up. All right. A lot of people would say, you know, yes, she did pretty much cut his balls off in that moment, but wouldn't she be lying if she said that he was perfect? Wouldn't she be lying? That is some opinion, okay? That's not saying it's my opinion. I'm just saying some of the opinions that I've seen is, wouldn't she be lying by saying he is absolutely perfect? All right. Now, let me play devil's advocate for you. What if he said the same thing to her? What if he said, you know what, she's not perfect, you know, she has bad morning breath, or she's a little too overweight for me, or, you know, he could have said the same thing. Of course, he did not. So a lot of people are feeling like Tina Knowles emasculated her husband in front of the world, and that it just speaks to the bigger picture of Black women and how they do that, how they cut their men's balls off in front of an audience, in front of the world. All right. Do you feel that Tina did too much, or that she was disrespectful? Do you feel that she would react the same way if he in fact said to her, well, you're not perfect. I mean, you do this and you do this and you don't do this right and you don't do this right. I mean, there's a valid argument there. It's a valid argument to be had that she wouldn't like it if he did it to her. All right. I don't follow Tina Knowles very much. From what I've gathered from her, she does seem very curt and very direct. But at the same time, I'm assuming that if you are in a relationship, there is a give and take of that. I wouldn't think that my old man is not perfect. I mean, he's perfect for me. So perhaps that should have been her way to clean that up. But when you're in the moment, you just say what you're thinking. And obviously, she's felt like that. No, I felt that no when she said it. I felt that. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there, and I wanted to know what you think, guys. Do you think that Tina Savage Knowles, cut his balls off in that very moment? Do you think that if he did it to her, we would certainly be having this conversation, would feel equally outraged or even more outraged if he called her out the way she called him out? Do you think that this just, speaks to a bigger picture? I don't know. Let me know what you think, guys.
I deserve somebody because I'm great, and that's not an arrogant thing. That's just like all these years I've accomplished all these things, but I never really even took a look at them. I never owned them or felt good about them. So all of a sudden I felt good about myself, and I think that's how I was able to attract someone. So if you are out there and you want to attract somebody, fall in love with yourself. And know your worth. It really makes a difference. At 59, I moved to a new city, got a new car, a new man, a new life, and it is possible. I envisioned the type of man I wanted. I prayed for the type of man I wanted, and I got pretty much that. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. But, he has a lot of the qualities. No. He has a lot of the qualities that I love, and we're having a really good time, and I'm enjoying life. So there is hope, women. Ladies.
Like and subscribe, guys. See you on the next video. Later.